Hey guys, Pat Murphy SMS, and I wanted to do a quick video because I've been getting a ton of questions about how these metrics actually work, the ones that you see here in the dashboard, these widgets, how are they calculated, and also in the campaigns, what are the variables and where are they coming from? So in this video, I hope to answer a lot of your questions. So step number one here at the very top, we're going to see all available credits. So this is all the available credits you have in the system. If you buy more credits under the credits tab here, then it's going to automatically show here upon purchase. So that's very, very simple. All available credits is all the available credits you have right now. The used credits are all the used credits that you've used in all of the campaigns. So you'll notice here inside of campaigns, if you click on that tab, we have abandoned carts, post-purchase, order verification, and order notification templates. In the dashboard, the used credits, this applies to everything. So all the used credits, no matter what campaign it is, it's going to sum up everything and put it inside of the used credits section. So that way you know how many credits you've used since the beginning of time with DASHSMS. Then I want to, and I'm going to go over this number over here is the number that we have been able to recover. Okay, that DASHSMS has been able to recover for you through abandoned carts only. So it doesn't count the numbers like if you have a cool post purchase or a cool upsell sequence inside of campaigns, it's not going to count that. Over here is the total of recovered money from abandoned carts only. In the future, when we launch our own tracking pixel, we'll be able to report data on post-purchase campaigns as well. But for now, the total that is here is the amount recovered by DASHSMS through the abandoned cart sequences. Hopefully that makes sense. Then over here, we have the total number of abandoned carts. Now, this is the total number of abandoned carts reported by Shopify. Okay, so we report 100% of the abandoned carts in this section right here. The number of recovered carts and non-recovered carts. So this is very important. So you guys pay attention to this one because I've been getting questions like, I haven't started. I have 0 used credits, 0 money made over here, but I have recovered carts and non-recovered carts for those guys that are just starting. They just installed the application and you haven't set up the sequencers or anything like that yet, but you start seeing data in here. Well, that's because the minute you install our application, it starts filling in data. So the recovered carts are all the recovered carts detected by Shopify in your system. This could be from Dash, or it could also be from third-party applications like Klaviyo if you're using email marketing system, if you're using ManyChat on your website, or Shop Message to recover through Messenger, and it's recovered, then it's going to add it here, okay? And then the number of non-recovered. So people have asked me to leave it like this because it's so hard to find out which how your recovery is actually doing. You know what I mean? So we give you the actual totals here. But the number that's reflected up here is only for Dash. Even though we're reporting the number of recovered carts and the number of non-recovered carts, regardless if it's Dash or not, as you're, in your system as a whole, the money is 100% the money recovered by Dash. This figure up here is going to match the figure that's inside of campaigns under abandoned carts. So what you're going to see is you're going to see down here, if you can see this column that says recovery rate, there's actually pesos. You can see the peso figures here for each sequence. If you add those up, it's the same thing as the total amount recovered that's up here in the abandoned carts campaign, and it's the same amount that's going to show inside of the widget here at the top. All right, so hopefully that makes sense with the actual the calculation of the figures over here. Likewise, you could read more about this on our company website. Just go to the FAQs in the top right-hand corner, and you'll be able to read more about how this is calculated and the formulas we use to calculate these figures. Inside of campaigns, I'm going to go over this really quick. All right, so by default, these are on. All right, if you wanted to disable these, all you got to do is click on Edit Campaign and then disable the campaign. You'll see campaign active. You can disable it, and you'll see here that it disables. It's very, very, very easy. So by default, if you want to change your messages first and you haven't had time, I would recommend disabling them, but you don't have to. People are making money right away the minute they install the application because I have default messages in here. All right, so what are the default messages? And these are the variables. And I get a lot of questions about this. I've been getting a lot of questions over the past week, so I want to make sure that I put this out in a video so you guys know what this means. So where it says hi first name, and anytime you click on these buttons here at the top, it will add a variable down here. You can copy that or cut it and then paste it anywhere you want. Okay. Now, wherever you see the variable for first name, it's going to insert the first name of the customer, because do remember this is an abandoned cart, so we have their information. So hi first name or hi first name last name, whatever you want to put there. This is, and then over here is the store name, right? And we noticed you forgot to check out. Luckily, we have saved your order for faster processing. And then I list the checkout URL. The checkout link, if you click on this button, it generates the checkout URL. It's the same thing as what I have in here, right? And I put here, this is our direct number pull for faster processing through SMS. To stop receiving messages, here's the link. So I do list an unsubscribe at all times, just so if somebody doesn't want to receive your messages, they have a way to unsubscribe and you don't waste your credits. But what are these variables of store name, store phone number? Where is this coming from? This is coming from your general settings. So if you go into settings inside of Shopify and then you go to general, you're going to see that here's your store name and here's your store phone number, okay? And here's your store email and all these other details. So basically, in a nutshell, inside of Dash, what we're pulling in are those variables. So if you wanted to change a phone number, your store phone number, do it in the settings and then change it in general. Because when you go over here and you use the variable store phone number, it's going to automatically pull in whatever phone number is in those general settings. And over here where it says store name, it's going to automatically pull in whatever your store name is. Of course, you can manually change this and you can put your own phone number in here manually. That's not a problem. You can certainly do that. But it's best to change it in the general settings so the variable picks it up automatically. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. So that's what these links are. And by the way, this checkout URL is an automatically generated URL. This is the URL that is created upon abandonment. So when a user abandons cart, Shopify saves the URL. So that way, when it's recovered, when it sends out the SMS to the customer and they click on the checkout URL, it goes right to checkout. Then no more adding to cart, none of that. It goes right to checkout, and it's very easy for customers to check out. This is the saved URL upon abandonment. So that's a very, very important one. The amount variable I'm not using in my sequence, but you can. You can say for faster, we saved your order for faster processing. For the Hold on. What am I doing here? Unsubscribe. Let me go here. For the amount of, and then I can take the amount variable and I can stick that amount variable here. Let's do a paste. Oops, that's not the right one. Let me go ahead and do that again, guys. Amount. All right. Cut. And we're going to try to paste it here. Paste. Oops, that's a Control V. There we go. All right, so this will read, luckily we have saved your order for faster processing for the amount of, and then the amount, and then you can check out here, and then we'll list the checkout URL. So it's up to you how you guys customize the messages. Please take note that in the bottom right-hand corner, you have the character count. So each text message is 160 characters. So in this case, this technically this is a very, very long message. I would try to keep this at 2 messages. So that's why by default, my message is 2 credits by default, but you guys have the option to change that if you would like. All right, so that's the video on variables, guys. If you have any other questions, let me know. The variables in abandoned carts, very, very simple type of variables that you have. There's not a whole lot there. Um, first name, last name, you got the checkout URL, you got the store name, and it's using the data from your actual store, okay? Inside of post-purchase campaigns, if you want to go over variables over here, they're a little bit different than the variables on abandoned cart, just a little bit different. We can go ahead and go over this information. All right, so over here we have first name, last name, order number, order link, review link, unsubscribe. So the order number is the order number. Since this is a post-purchase campaign, we already know the person ordered. So if you insert the order number variable, it's going to insert the order number of the actual order. If you insert order link, this is the thank you page. Okay, so this order link is going to show the customer the thank you page, what they checked out on. A lot of people are using this order link variable right now for the order verification to say, to confirm, Paul, this is your order. Then you put the order link variable in, and then they also put the order verification link in. So I will show you that in a second. Then there's a review link. The review link will ask for a product review. So just to give you an example, on my post-purchase campaigns, I have it listed under promotions actually. So if you go to promotional sequences over here, in one of my sequences, I have a review sequence. So I'm going to go over that really quick. Edit campaign. And then over here, it says, hi, first name, let us know if you enjoyed the recent purchase from us. Please leave us a review here. So, and then you'll notice I have the review link, right? So what this is going to do is, since we know what order the person purchased, what he bought, then if you put the product review link, it's going to insert the URL of the product that they ordered. So if you ask them, please leave us a review here, it's going to take the customer, if they click on that URL, it's going to take them to the product they ordered. That way, if you're using looks or any other type of review gathering app for Shopify, it's easy for them to leave a review because we're bringing them right back to that page. Hopefully that makes sense. And then again, over here, we have the store name and store number, which is coming from your general settings. So that's what these variables look like. Let's take a look at the order verification sequence, because this one has other variables that are a little bit different. Okay, so over here inside the sequences, we click on edit, and then we have all the same types, but we have the order verification link. Okay, so what this is going to do is going to insert a special URL where customers, if they click on that, it's going to say thank you for verifying your order, and it's going to also put a note within the order section. So that order verification link is super important. We need your confirmation to process your order. Please click, and then we can put please click, please to process. Let's remove this. We don't need this. Please click on this link to confirm. Yeah, please click on this link to confirm your order. That's totally fine. And then that's the order verification link. But you guys can customize these messages the way you want, of course, right? That's just what I have in there by default. So hopefully this video, guys, was helpful on how to read the variables, what they mean, and what the widgets mean, right? Because in each one of these campaigns, you also have widgets here at the top. Now, the widgets that you see at the top of each campaign is only for that campaign. The ones for the dashboard is global. That's everything, okay? It's everything except the amount. The amount that's seen inside of your dashboard up here, this is only for abandoned carts because that's the only thing we can get. But everything else is global. Inside of each campaign, though, you can see the breakdown. You'll see different widgets here, and you'll see the breakdown for that campaign. So if you go to post-purchase and you go to upsells, you'll see the stats for upsells. If you go to verification, you'll see the stats for verification. Hopefully this makes sense. If you have any questions, you can hit us up right here in the live chat. We'll be happy to assist you guys. Thanks again. We'll see you on the next video.